Okay, in this video, I'll teach you how to find equations from graph and 2 points. First, we're going to start from the graph here. So, step 1, choose 2 points from the graph. That's the step we have to do. And if you look at this graph, we have 2 points given here. And again, you don't have to use these 2 points. Instead, you can choose any points on the graph. In this case, you can choose this and this. And in class, I believe I chose points that are given, which is these 2. But in this video, let me choose the points that I labeled here, which is 0, 1. And this one is gonna be, let's say, -1, -2, and -3. So -2, -3. I chose these 2 points only because you can see another point here. So 0, 1 and -2, -3. And again, if you want to, you can switch order of these 2 points. That's fine as well. So first, let's label it x1, y1, x2, and y2. Step 2. If you want to find equation, first you have to find slope. And again, we have 2 points here, so it's going to be very easy to find slope. So let's use slope formula, which is slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Again, we have all the information here, so we are going to use these points and plug this one into this formula. y2 in this case is -3 minus y1 is 1. Don't forget to put parentheses for the second number. x2 is -2 minus x1 is 0. And if you simplify this, -3 minus 1 is -4 over -2 minus 0 is just -2. And if you simplify this, -4 divided by -2 is going to be +2 because 2 negatives become positive. So we got the slope. Step 3. We have to apply slope and 1 point to the point slope formula. It will make more sense if you look at the point slope formula, which is y minus y1 is equal to slope x minus x1. Now it should make more sense because we have to find y1, slope, and x1. And it's very easy because it's already given to us. We have x1 here, y1 here, and slope here. Do you see this? So let's plug in the numbers. Y minus our y1 in this case is 1 equals our slope in this case is 2 x minus our x1 in this case is 0. And step 4, only thing that we have to do is solve for y. So let's simplify. Y minus 1 is going to be just y minus 1. Nothing changes. And 2, here we have x minus 0. Only thing that I did is I just removed the parentheses here. And nothing changes. Let's distribute. 2 times x is going to be 2x. And 2 times -0 is just 0. So we don't have to write anything. At last, we have to do +1 both sides. So we get y equals. Here, we don't have anything, and you cannot combine these two together. So what you're going to do is you are going to just write down like 2x plus 1 because you cannot combine them together. And that's how you find equations from graph here. Now here, let's see how you can find 2 points, equations from 2 points. And this one is even easier because you don't have to look at the graph, just points are given for you. So let's label it x1, y1, x2, y2. This time I'm gonna do it a bit faster. Step 1 says label the points and find the slope. So slope is -2 minus 4 over 10 minus -2. At this point, you should know the slope formula, so I'm not going to write it again. And if you simplify this, that's going to be -2 minus 4 over these two negatives become positive here, so it's going to be 10 plus 2. Which is, if you look at it, it's going to be -6 over 12. And if you simplify it, that's going to be -1/2. Step 2, use point slope formula. So it's going to be y minus y1 equals slope x minus x1. And again, if you look at it, we have to find y1, slope, and x1. And we have a slope here, we have a x1 here, and we have y1 here. So let's plug in the number. Y minus, our y1 in this case is 4 equals, slope is -1/2, and x minus x1 is -2. And step 3, simple, solve for y. So let's get rid of this parenthesis first. Y minus 4 is equal to, because it's positive, -1/2. This negative times negative becomes positive, so it's going to be x plus 2. And again, if you're confident, you can skip this step because it's not that necessary. So let's distribute this one. So you have y minus 4 is equal to -1/2 times x is -1/2 x. -1/2 times positive 2 is going to be -1. We have one last step. Here, we have a -4 here, so you want to get rid of this. So we're going to add 4 both sides. So you will have y equals -1 over 2x. -1 plus 4 is plus 3. All right.